To be a better reader, you need to be able to make good predictions and specific predictions about what you're reading. This is a reading strategy, and you can use it by knowing the exposition in the first paragraphs of the story and using it to make your predictions. Here's how we do it. First, we need to identify the character, the time, when, and the place, where, in the first few paragraphs of the story. To look for character in the first few paragraphs, I'm going to look for I, or I'm going to look for capitalized words that are doing actions. Here's an I, so I highlight it in red. This is a capital M, so it looks like it could be a person. And it looks like this is doing something, so it must be a character, or could be a character. Or jobs or roles like farmer, teacher, and here we have ant. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight that. Now this could be both of those, we don't know, but these are people that I think could be characters. Here's another one that I would highlight, capital, and it's somebody who's yelling, so I would capitalize this name too. I also want to know where, and by finding where, I'm going to look for places or objects that show where, or that might hint at where. For example, I can find capitalized words that don't act like people. So here we have a capital word, but it's not doing anything that a human would do, so maybe this is a place. I also would look for natural places like rivers, trees, islands. I don't see any of those here. Or I would look for things like rooms, buildings, streets, or the objects I would find in places like that. Here, for example, I find the glass, chair, table, the door. These are things that I would find in an apartment or a house. It says condominium, and that's a kind of apartment that is owned by somebody. So I'm going to say that it is in an apartment. For when, this is a little trickier sometimes because a short story is not like a news article. It doesn't always tell you the date or the time. So I'm going to look for anything that shows me that it might be in the past, anything that shows me that it might be in the future. But if I can't find something that shows me that it for sure happened in the past or that it for sure happened in the future, then I'm just going to say that could be happening now in our times, and I'm going to call it contemporary. As I read through this, I really don't see anything here that couldn't happen now. All of this could happen in our times. So I think to myself, this could be all happening in these days, so I'll say it's contemporary. So finding when, where, the character are things we do to identify the exposition. In the next video, I'll show you how to use this information to make your sentences to describe exposition and then to make your prediction. Thank you.